Hello, everyone, and welcome to a King of Coliseum 2 Pantryverse show. Today, we're going all the way to 01. We got a big crowd here. Let's take a look at some of the people. In alphabetical order, I got Ian.
Hello.
I got JM Factor.
Hey, what's going on?
I got Jug in the no mic chat. I got Rasta over here.
Rasta just crashed his Cadillac Escalade into a fire hydrant right now.
All right. I got Zach George.
Yo, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna be right back.
And then I got Zero, otherwise known as Rain Allen.
Hey, what's up?
All right. Today we got a little show here for the 01. We got Hiroshi Nagao versus Takashi Iwano. I got Yuki Ishikawa versus Satoru Sako. Mitsuya Nagai versus D'Lo Brown. Brock Lobster round 2. They're teaming up to take on the Richter scale. And then the main event, a fatal 4-way. Naoya Ogawa, Masa Saito, Bison Smith, and from Muscle 1, Katsuyori Shibata. Are you ready? Here we go. Our first match here, some young boys and all that type of stuff.
Japan loves their young boys.
Yeah, I mean, look at their animes. Like, half of the protagonists to save the universe all are young people in high school and whatnot. So it's kind of funny where it's like, according to my animes, the best way to have your dreams come true is to have an inexperienced, little to no skill teenager take over an entire military movement, and we will win the day.
Yeah, Japan loves their young boys, and in Noah's case, a little bit too much, because two of their guys got arrested for that shit.
Yeah, Yasutaka Yano, and what was the other guy? Kimi Okada?
Yeah.
That was very disgusting to see, because that was a big disappointment. I don't think anyone's going to be fans of those two for a long time now.
If they're even ever booked in Japan again.
I think they are officially blacklisted from wrestling at this point.
And then with Taichi,
I got a feeling they probably will be blacklisted from the main promotions, but not from the shindiest of indies.
Oh, the ones
When
where we're
Taichi's
so desperate for people.
Yeah, because Choji Yotani still being booked.
When Taichi's adultery thing became public knowledge, no one really wanted to book him anymore for a while. He literally had to fight his way to essentially become relevant again, and then fight his way to become loved by the fans again.
Well, adultery is very different from what they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what they did is just... I'm sorry.
What they did will get you into is you signing papers in a courtroom. This one is you going to jail with a cellmate named Bubba.
Oh, and even worse is Bubba has a couple games he wants to play with you called Karma.
And they should be happy that the Great Okan was not there.
Oh, yeah. Or just about anyone else. Because if any wrestler saw that, they would have kicked their asses.
Oh, yeah, and also another thing that happened earlier, Hiromu is the new DDT Iron Metalweight champion.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
the Iron Man Heavy Metal Weight Champion.
He showed up in
essentially their joke belt
title. And the other thing that happened, I heard, was that some Dragon Gate guys are going to be showing up at the November 4th show for New Japan.
Oh, cool.
All right.
For their next, as probably for the pre-show match, the Frontier Zone.
Damn it, Chug.
Bubba is also feeling romantical from time to time, too. Yeah, I mean, what was that one quote from the Boondocks episode with the Booty Warrior? The I stroke your head lovingly or whatnot?
It's like, oh, I'll still give you the hard R, but I'll stroke your head lovingly while I do it.
They're going to be seeing that a lot. Well, then again, I don't know how Japanese prisons are. I don't think they have that much anal rape.
Like, I'm going to put the peanut butter inside my ass, and I'm going to put the jelly on top.
You're going to be calling it lunch.
No, I've seen bits and pieces of Boondocks, but I've never actually seen that full show.
Let
Wait,
me tell
really?
you, that is a great episode to start off with, just because of
My
how absurd it
favorite-
is.
Yo,
My
you
favorite
wanna
clip
know
I've ever
Yo, you're
seen
not gonna believe who
is
got me into Boondocks. Believe it or not, it's actually a funny story.
Who was it?
who?
It was actually my English language one of my English language teacher in high school.
Jeez.
That's
No,
funny.
because he was
Oh,
like
no.
he was a pretty big Boondocks fan. Like he read the newspaper comics. He was a big fan of newspaper comics, and he even let me borrow. And he even let me borrow the DVDs that he had.
Oh, that's cool.
No, funny story. That's how I got into the German heavy metal band Rammstein
Was
through
through an
my
English teacher?
history, through my honors history teacher.
Yeah, I think one of my
Because
favorite
every
classes
time
back
we'd
in
have
high
to,
school was
every time we had to do a test or something, he'd always be listening to Rammstein.
Oh dear.
I think my favorite class back then was my English class.
My favorite high school one was film study. 'Cause there is so many things I never knew
It was
about,
that
and he also had a sense of humor.
Yeah, that and I think global history / economics.
Oh yeah,
Because
those are
no, because our teacher there, like we had an anime club. We had an unofficial anime club that we would do after school every Wednesday.
Oh boy.
Oh, if I remember, I think Uwano came back a few times because after WJ, he kind of just stuck in the indie.
He was a young boy in New Japan after WJ closed, but by 2008 he just ended his career, Rasta.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
weird how many people from New Japan,
I
how many
heard a
people from
thing
Old
where
Japan just had a good career later.
I heard a thing where Yuji Nagata is challenging for a Heat Up's belt.
Oh, he really wants to win all the indie belts.
Wait.
Hey,
Challenging
welcome.
For the belt of Heat Up.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna look for that real quick. Give me a sec here, because I was seeing some people talking about it.
He
Yeah,
actually came back. He actually came back in 2017 for like 2 matches in the
Yeah,
indies.
Yuji
Oh,
Nagata,
okay.
Yuji Nagata is such a damn surprise. It's like,
He
how
is
long's the guy
challenging.
been wrestling,
so
and
let's just say that,
he's still very much relevant.
yeah, he's saying that it was advertised. So yeah, he is challenging for Heat Up's belt.
Who's the champion?
And Nagao, and well, Nagao kind of just he was just
I
there,
don't know
and then
who
he
Heat Up's
left the
champion is.
hustle.
I'm gonna take a look real quick.
In fact, I remember
Yeah, I think we went
seeing-
through Oh, sorry, Ian.
I remember seeing some New Japan shows where it's like he had like an All Japan belt, I think like the All Asia Tag belt. You just see him come out with like this shitty thing around his waist, and everyone on commentary is even saying it's like those belts look weird, but they're from the 50s. They're from the 1950s. Give them a damn break.
Yeah, because like you
Alright,
look at
so-
championship belt evolution, they change over time.
All right, I got it. So Heat Up Universal Championship is held by someone named Tamura.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also the PWO World Title, which is held by Warhorse to this day.
I think that's Nagao wins with a little pin there.
And Koji Iwamoto and Shinya Ishida are the current tag champs right now. So yeah, so he's challenging Tamura for the world title.
And the mutual evaluation for this match is
Okay.
72.
That's decent.
Bad. Not bad for a young lion match.
All right, our next match is a little bit of a mid-card talent. Got Yuki Ishikawa and Satoru Osako. Fun fact, neither of these guys have ever won a title in their career.
Well, that sounds about right.
When it came to success, I think Yuki Ishikawa had more success due to the fact that... Oh wait, can I see what his other attires are? Yeah, that was what he wore in All Japan. Let's do that.
No. What about do Type 2? I like Type 2.
That was what he had in No Fear, if I recall, like
Yes.
the debut show. Okay.
Jeez, how long was Osako a part of No Fear?
From 99 to 2001, or 2002 when he retired.
Oh no, speaking of No Fear, I remember one of the members of that faction was taking on Shinya Hashimoto in a match, and he essentially went Rogue and kept the match short because he was afraid Shinya would beat the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, that was
It's like,
Amori.
dude. It's like, dude, you just gave him a reason to beat the shit out of you.
Not just that, but that put Amori in the doghouse, and by 2002, he was out of Noah.
Yeah, and I even said it's like if your entire thing is supposed to be you're showing no fear, why the hell are you so damn afraid of Shinya?
You know, you guys want to
Oh,
something
wait, hold
really
up,
funny?
wait a second. At least Asaf got the 5-star match to him.
Okay, so
No,
by the
course,
Meltzer
you wanted
rating,
something
he
I-
has better success.
Yeah.
But I was
Hey,
gonna
Chris,
say
something
with
I-
Yuki, he ran and was the leader of Battle Arts, a whole promotion.
Oh, wait, so yeah, no, it wasn't Asaf,
You know,
so Yuki had
Battle-
success.
The idea of battle arts intrigues me.
Yeah,
I wanna see
thankfully
a
there's a
Battle
lot
Arts
of
show
footage
that,
of
uh,
Battle Arts around to check them out. Good indeed.
Yeah. Yo, you want to know something I figure I just found out?
Andrews, check out the YouTube channel. Check out the YouTube channel, Kakutogi Road.
Right?
Yo, I just found out that the TNA Impact servers are still up.
That's funny.
They're actually rebranding the TNA.
No, the TNA Impact game, their online
Yeah.
servers are still up to this day.
Oh, the game's still up. Holy shit. Damn, that game
Yeah,
must
so
have
the
been
PV
pretty damn popular then.
And SVR 07, the WWE 12, their online multiplayer servers are still online.
Don't forget that AAA game too. Last I checked.
Yeah, the
yes.
FC versus DC servers or online servers are still up too.
It's just funny seeing how some of these games that we forgot about still have online servers.
I know the gun server is still.
Okay.
Oh, I know New Legacy's probably gonna do the TNA Impact servers. Because if I remember, the TNA Impact servers weren't that bad. They're online multiplayer.
They add good netcode for the time.
Yeah, they had
Honestly,
some decent
TNA
netcode.
Impact, and honestly, TNA Impact should have went for a more WWE All Stars type game because that gameplay would not work for like a, for your standard realistic
Yeah, we gotta
match.
remember that Midway was going through some shit during development of the game, and a lot of it was out of TNA's control.
Yeah, because if I recall, Samoa Joe and AJ Styles did a lot of they basically entered the dev room, threw ideas all across the wall in hopes they would get in. Because they were big fans of the Aki games and were hoping to see stuff like that.
Holy crap,
Especially
I'm
AJ
finding
Styles.
I'm finding a
AJ
lot of
Styles is a
battle
big
art
gamer.
shows on YouTube.
Yeah, because I know that Midway was just hemorrhaging money at the time. Because
Actually,
believe it or not, the story mode for Impact was actually going to be a whole lot deeper than you thought it would be. There was supposed to be like multiple endings.
boys, I'm a head out to eat some lunch. I'll be back later.
All right, see you soon, man.
And YouTube has a lot of battle art stuff.
Jug says 08's online was goated back in the day. I mean, 12's online was pretty good. 12's was probably pretty stable. 12's was pretty stable.
Yeah, he didn't like 2008 that much, but 2007, I liked that one a lot more.
I hate 08 because that's where they started fucking with a lot of stuff in the cost side of things.
Oh yeah, 08. 08 sucked
Yeah, like,
because
if you-
of
so
the
if you were-
restrictions.
Yeah, so like if you were in the world that I'm in, where we do a lot of call leagues and stuff like that, and then they start putting restrictions on women's CAWs and how much of a nightmare that was, how much problems that was causing.
Yeah, not just that, but just the guys were restricted too because you had only 2 fighting styles and you could only use moves in those fighting styles.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 mod to work. I could have sworn that I was doing all the requirements correctly. But I don't know what I did wrong. I think it's because that version of the mod that he made was for the European version of the game.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
I'm like,
Ian,
why
sounds like your
European
mic is
version?
dying at the second.
Yeah, and I'm like, why the
Probably
European?
accidentally
And why the European version?
The world may never know.
hitting it on accident.
Okay.
There
Yeah,
was a
probably
time
just
where
a
I was trying to get
replug
the
and all
European-
that, and you'll be good.
There was once I was trying to get the European version of a different SVR game to work, and that wasn't happening.
That better?
Yep. Wait.
Even with-
Say something else again.
Was that any better?
It'll suffice for now. Either way, this is a very competitive match we got here. Just brawling, something you least expect from these guys.
Yeah, one of these days we got to do a KOC MMA.
Maybe. I do know that Satoru Sako. Have you ever heard his theme song he had in All Japan?
I think I did.
Yeah,
What?
Crying in the Blaze.
Well, of course, you can be happy that most of the work is done. I made a save with all the MMA templates.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. A KOC MMA kind of akin to like GLEAT has their own MMA promotion. Or it's just its own.
Yeah, the
own
GLEAT MMA, just no
with
thank
everything
you.
else.
Yeah, I never want to see GLEAT MMA ever again.
That
Why, that
was
bad?
not a good show we watched.
I mean, it was the first show, so.
But still,
Yeah.
though, it's a bad impression, and also just the whole. You can even tell by the crowd at Korakuen that no one really
No one was
wanted to see
expecting that.
this. So I'm
Dude,
saying,
they,
like the "Crying in a Blaze" song for Asako. When people say
Dude, they
a
heard
theme
the
song that's
dude,
better
they
than
heard
a
the
wrestler,
credibility.
let me finish first. When people say that there's a theme song better than a wrestler, Satoru Asako's "Crying in the Blaze" is a great example. Okay, there we
Dude, they
go.
hurt the credibility of their ace.
Yeah, that was a terrible. They really wrecked their promotion with
Not
that
only
show.
did he lose, he ended up hurling.
Yeah, he
What,
threw up.
What, GLEAT?
Yeah, the GLEAT MMA.
Oh jeez, it was that bad that their ace was made to look like a wimp. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best
And he got
match was
shit.
that
And
Shrek
then
guy
he
versus
got
the All
shit out.
Japan Dan Tamura.
And then you got Shinya Aoki on commentary, and he's like burying the wrestlers.
I mean, makes sense. It makes sense. Shinya buried everyone even when he was in MMA. I mean, one of his best highlights is Dream vs Sengoku Road. He breaks his opponent's arm and immediately flips him off as soon as he breaks his arm.
Wow, what an asshole.
Like he flips off him as soon as the crowd starts booing him. He flips off the crowd.
Oh,
This man
that's a tough
actually-
one, Jug. There's no way we can answer that well.
I never saw the. I don't watch. I didn't watch Blood Money 2018, so it's GLEAT MMA for me.
Okay, so for those who don't know what the question is, Crown Jewel
Crown Jewel
2018 or GLEAT MMA show? That's going to be a tough one for a lot of people because, let's be honest, they're both awful. Oh, wait a second. Let's go back. I want to pick a different attire for Nagai.
Like, I feel bad for LA Knight. Yeah, he's main eventing a show, but it's fucking Crown Jewel. Who the hell cares?
That's
It is
not
blood money.
good.
They're gonna be getting that Blood Money check.
Oh my gosh. And of course, the Best in the World tournament where Shane McMahon won.
Or it could end up like the last time they did a Crown Jewel. I think in like, I think the 2018 one. Whereas like they were getting ready to fly off, and the Saudi Arabian
this is good.
officials stopped them because they never got fucking paid.
That
Oh,
is.
this Spinebuster on he in his 90s in his classic 90s project. His newest wrestler that he made is Hawk Warrior.
And I think out of all the
Okay.
guys that went to Saudi Arabia at that time, only Vince and Brock were able to get back in time for SmackDown because they took a private flight out.
Let's be honest, Brock Lesnar just
Someone else
jumped and
stopped it.
managed to make it back in one. He
Yeah.
could jump over the ozone layer. That's how powerful Brock Lesnar is, kayfabe wise.
Yo. Did you guys know? Remember in the Hayat? You want to know what Hayabusa's temperature was when he fought Mina Sasaki that day?
It was over 100
God, it's
degrees
over
Fahrenheit.
100.
Definitely.
He would notice early on that his dropkick had no height. So it's like, brother, if you know your dropkick has no height, why would you go for your Asai moonsault?
It's a force of habit. Also, he
Like,
knew
this
that
guy-
the fans
he
want
was-
to see
yeah.
Hayabusa be a high flyer. If they didn't see that stuff as Hayabusa, they would have been disappointed and asked for a refund.
I think that's the shit that shortened his life considerably.
Definitely.
The the fact that he just could not get away from Hayabusa. Even
Yeah,
when
it's like
he
he did-
tried, no
Yeah,
one would
like
let
the
him do it.
H character, he loved doing the H character because it grounded him so he could heal, but the fans wanted Hayabusa, which is so sad.
Oh wait.
And the
He
fact
also
is, it's
made
like
his.
the promotion
Wait, one more thing.
he was doing all this shit for didn't last.
Yeah.
It-
But here's the other thing. Somebody also the Power Warrior is there, so the Hellraisers tag team is ready to go.
Okie dokie. Oh yeah, with this one we got D'Lo Brown, Mitsuya Nagai. This sounds like a nice little match that could happen. Who do you
I
guys
actually
got
remember
here?
watching Lincoln. D'Lo.
All right, anyone else? JM is he likes both guys too much to pick a winner. Okay, I got Jug saying D'Lo. JM is probably that guy that when he goes to football games, he wears a shirt that says, "I hope both teams have a good time," or something like that. That's how much he likes these guys.
or like the parents of two guys on opposite teams where they have a special half and half jersey with their name on it.
Oh yeah, those are funny. We got him there. So far, very competitive bout here.
Oh no. No, the NHL, a rookie in the NHL, recently just became like the most loved rookie of all time.
What did he do? Did he
This
find a
kid,
cure for cancer?
no, this kid is a Harvard graduate. His first game, he got into a fight with the biggest fucker he could find, and hit him and got a head and arm takedown on him.
My gosh, does he not know that the NHL and prison are two completely different things?
No, that was the thing. It's like going in. Like again, this kid's a Harvard grad. He played his college hockey in Harvard, so a lot of people thought it's like, oh, he's just a smart guy. He won't fight. His first game, he went after the biggest, toughest guy he could find and fought him.
Oh,
It's like so he definitely earned his right to be there.
my gosh, it's just funny seeing that stuff. But speaking of with Harvard, did you know that you ever heard of the Wonderlic test?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, in the NFL, they always have all those draft, like all the rest players coming in for the NFL draft, always do the Wonderlic. And there's only been one NFL player to ever ace it, and it was a Harvard graduate who played punter for the Cincinnati freaking Bengals of all teams. The
Oh, boy.
Bengals, a team with a snake bin history, and their greatest achievement is to have a punter with a perfect score.
Oh no, I remember. I think it was last year. They put out the list for. They put out the list of guys that were being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and within the class it was Pat McAfee and Shane Leckler, and Pat and Shane are going out trying to get the other guy voted in.
That's actually cool.
So
'Cause
Pat chimed
there's
in.
a-
He's like, "Oh no, I don't deserve this. Shane should go in because I'm out on the game after Shane." And Shane said, "It's like, no, I don't deserve this. Pat should go in because he was much better at my game than I was."
It's nice seeing a lot of the unsung positions get Hall of Fame entries, like Ray Guy. Everyone said he was the greatest NFL player to never get a Hall of Fame spot because he was a punter. And then when he did, got a big standing ovation because it was basically the crowd doing a wrestling chant of "You
Acknowledging.
deserve it."
Yeah, acknowledging the fact that this guy who played his ass off, and it's like, yeah, you played in a non-glamour position, but the thing is, you were still one of the best at it.
Yeah, like for example, Punter of the Year awards in college football, it's named after Ray Guy. Oh, D'Lo Brown won,
Yeah, I know.
and he's beating up Nagai even more.
And it's like
Not a good
Mortensen should definitely get in the Hall of Fame as kicker solely because of how long his damn career was.
rating. Yeah, I mean, what the heck was that? Rasta?
Yeah.
Was that like a chainsaw starting or something? Either way.
And I have to say, the little man was both in ROD and Voodoo Murders. So that leads the question: Voodoo Murders or ROD?
Say Voodoo Murders based on longevity.
I say ROD based on affecting the members.
Okay.
Voodoo Murders had a lot of people. They weren't as cool as the ROD that had Gigantus, Jamal, Mike Awesome, Yellow Brown, Bull, Yuka Han, and Taiokea. Also Takemichi Nobu.
And most of those guys would be Voodoo Murders in the future, wouldn't they?
Not all.
I think... Wasn't Taiokea? Or no, I don't think Taiokea was. But either way. Here we go, our semi-main event, Brock Lobster versus the Richter Scale. The tag team match I didn't know anyone wanted.
This deserves like the new English ring announcer.
Oh yeah. Basically, the Wonderlic test, if I recall, was the test on reaction, skills like that. It's basically something set up by a lot of the scouts to see, like, oh, with this score, that means he's good at situational reaction and all that, which would be good in the NFL.
At Jafari, King Adamu, the Richter Scale.
That's right. But despite that, there have been players with low Wonderlic test scores who still have a great career, and those with a high one that have been draft busts. It's just funny, like, even with this, that's supposed to be like, the higher the score, the better you can be at your position. We still get the busts and all that.
And opponents, Raku Resna and Dran Naniwa, Eku Lobster.
Here we go, our return.
This is such a weird team.
It is a weird team, but it's definitely something that would be like 0-1 or some other like indie goofy promotion like Chikara or something.
Yeah, that is true. And all I know is King Adamo, can he finally do the worm?
The caterpillar.
Because I know he can do the worm.
Probably not.
I've seen him before, but I did not record it when that happened. So I know it's possible.
In his case, it'd be the caterpillar, like when Otis does it.
Yeah, you got a point there.
When you realize that King Adamos is essentially...
Okay, Zero, please.
You're basically saying that he can't do it without getting jumped.
I would say more like he doesn't seem to want to do it when we want it.
Sorry.
It's okay, but I got a better reference for you. When King Adamo does it, it's called the Alaskan bullworm.
SpongeBob!
That's right. Matt Jafari, ravioli, give me the formuoli, says to Brock Lesnar there.
I actually completely forgot about this, but in Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's actually a little jab at SpongeBob.
Oh, where at?
When they're training in the North Pole, when Katara freezes one of the male students, and Taku chimes in, it's like with a few more months' work, you might actually be able to beat a sea sponge.
Oh.
I'm not sure how that's a jab at SpongeBob though.
Yeah, it was a little playful take of that because that's how it was working in Nickelodeon. It's like Avatar is the only real show that could actually compete with SpongeBob, so they kept it on the air. But every other show they kept polling because they couldn't compete with SpongeBob.
And then of course there's the Kid Choice Awards where every time they announce SpongeBob wins, but then the one time Avatar wins, they just have it as like a little like those little lower speech things they have on news networks at the bottom, as if they're not happy that happened.
Oh no! Apparently, according to the guys in charge of Avatar, Nickelodeon really did not like that. to the point where it's like they purposely screwed him over when they tried to show Korra.
But I remember when Adamus was in that was in the first match in Hustle ever.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was just funny just being there. You have the three juniors, then you have King
Oh
Adamus.
God, Hustle.
Yeah. It's always funny seeing those weird matchups.
The goofiest, most out-of-place moment was probably dangerous. It was probably Kawada just being a dancing fool.
Yeah, that
And
point
Kawada
you could
apparently
tell
freaking
he
loved
just wanted to relax and get a paycheck.
Yeah, and Kawada apparently freaking loved it.
Oh, I understand why. It was the best, easiest money he ever got. There's Naniwa. Nope. King Adamo shows
No.
otherwise.
No, I love it. Like, I guess Eddie Kingston recently actually talked to Kawada, and he said that that essentially he's modeled his entire wrestling style after Kawada, and Kawada's like, then why don't you do a power bomb? And he looked around and was like, because I have shitty ass power bombs, but I'll try.
Oh, that's a good point. Sounds like Lesnar and Jafari are beating each other up outside of the camera zone. Oh no, he's slapping his belly again.
It's funny. Matt
Oh
Jafari's
my
supposed
gosh.
Matt Jafari's supposed to be like Iranian or something, but he wears a U.S. singlet.
Oh, because he and his family left Iran for America during the late 70s.
Ah, okay. It's like, even then, it's like, you're supposed to be from the Mideast, but you had the most Western-sounding name ever.
Yeah, I think his real name was Siamak, but when he came to America, he changed it to Matt. My gosh, they are pummeling Adamo here. Wow, a tombstone.
Yeah, I
Some
forgot
Naniwa
Adamus is
on
like he's supposed to be like a giant, but he jobs to everybody in this game.
Yeah, that's true. But still, though, it's just funny scene sometimes.
Yeah, this game is weird in terms of like how it seems to sim everything.
Yeah, because you never know.
Again, I literally have the base game for the PS2, and I play it from time to time, and it's like some matches I simulate, it's like the guy I'm not expecting wins.
Oh, there we go. But yeah,
Ooh,
Jug
but
is
Adamo-
right about that, what he wrote down there for you, Ian.
Hmm?
Oh, what Jug wrote for you. Oh, an F5. That could... Oh, wow. Is Grand Naniwa going to do an F5 now?
But yeah, that is true.
Oh, wow. Hey, he got the pin on Jafari. Oh, wow.
I mean, I do kind of know that because it's like I had there was a foreign exchange student in my high school who was from China.
Oh, what
He
part?
always told everyone to call him Albert, but I was like the only one who actually called him by his actual name.
That makes sense, but what part of China? Was he like Hong Kong, Shanghai?
He never said what part of China. He just said he was from China.
Okay.
Because his actual name was like Ye Chung or something like that. And he kept telling everyone, just call me Albert.
Yeah, I can see why. That one, like Albert's easier to say for Western people. But ladies and gentlemen, do you know what time it is?
Invent time.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I was waiting for someone to say it. Okay, apparently Jug says summertime. It's not even summertime in the Southern Hemisphere yet.
Oh yeah, it isn't. Yeah, you're right. It's not winter yet in the Northern Hemisphere.
There we go. What the heck is that GIF, Jug? Is that like some High School Musical GIF or something?
Yeah, I think it might be High School Musical.
Well, either way, here you go. Our main event, a fatal four-way between Masa Saito, Naoya Ogawa, Bison Smith, and Katsuyori Shibata.
This is the Bison Smith, the man who could get the Iron Claw over in the mid 2000s.
Well, I mean, look at him. There's a good one. Oh, the summertime was a High School Musical reference. Okay. I did not know, Jug. That was way after my time. And here comes Shibata coming out to a cover of a Deep Purple song, Black Knight, I believe it was. Who likes Deep Purple in this chat?
Never even heard of him before.
Ian, why must you be so young? Are you a gosh darn Gen Z person or something?
Thing is, like, I like Queen. Fell in love with Linkin Park when they were active.
But
Like, the
like
fact
you
is
know,
Queen goes all
Smoke
the way
on the
back to
Water,
the
right?
I've heard of it, yeah.
You know the ding 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 ding.
Yeah, I've heard of
That's
that.
Deep Purple.
Oh, Shibata's in this
Okay.
match. He's going to be the first one to eliminate.
You never know.
Araya, it's going to be Araya or it's going to be Shibata.
Oh, Araya is being replaced by Shibata in this match.
Wait, what happened?
Araya had a stomach flu.
I think I wanted to see Araya. I always liked Araya. I always liked his moveset.
It's
You'll be
just-
on at the next 01 show. We're gonna go to the Sumo Hall, where we're gonna see Teneru defend the NWA World Title against one of these four guys.
Old fuck pro.
I am sad that you would say such a thing.
Well, it's Tenru. Of course it's old fuck pro. But then again,
Hey,
it's like
you're
Tenru's
getting
old
paid
fuck-
for this, Jug. Don't worry. Muscle One
Then again,
gets
it's like-
paid a good royalty check for every time they come in for a 01 show.
Then again, it's like Tenru was like old fuck pro where no one really mattered because Tenru could still fucking go.
Yeah, like Teneru is a tank in this game. And here comes Nayogawa, a man of many mysteries, a man of many legends.
In
And
this
of
game,
course-
Tenru was like 59 years old, right? He has the
53.
59-year-old brain. 53.
53, 54, that time frame.
Wow. And he could still go.
Oh yeah, like you could tell he was dwindling,
Yeah.
but he still did his best out there. Here we go.
No, like one of my ideas for like future shows, like it can't keep getting away with this tournament or can't keep getting away with this 4-way.
Oh
Where it's
my
like
gosh.
Kenzo Suzuki and everyone else accusing constantly getting away with it.
Oh, like Abdullah the Butcher,
Yeah.
Keiji Muto, Hulk Hogan.
Yep. Because it's like at the end of the match, only one guy's gonna be able to get away with it anymore.
Oh yeah, Jug is not a fan of Muto in this game.
I don't think many people were really a fan of Muto.
Oh, if I
Dude,
recall, his
for
retirement
multiple
show got
reasons.
the largest gate this year.
Yeah. Saying it's like in terms of like personality, I don't think many people really like Muto all that much.
Oh yeah. Don't forget the other spam he does besides the backbreaker into moonsault. Shining Wizard spam.
Shining Wizard.
At least
thing
he isn't
is,
as
like,
bad as
that's kind of like
At least he
actual
isn't as
wrestling
bad as
style.
Kento Suzuki.
Oh yeah, Kenzo
was actually-
Suzuki, if he gets in the right combo, it's just combo spam.
That was Muto's actual wrestling style, though. It's like after a while, he just starts spamming the same move. Like Kenny
Maybe
Omega
he should
and New
just
Japan.
concentrate on having a move so powerful it wins after just using it once.
Like Kenny Omega in New Japan, it's like by the last few years, you could tell he was just phoning it in because he was just spamming the V trigger.
Yeah, that was a time frame.
They even said it's like by that point that it's supposed to be like Kenny at his best, and they even said it's like how the hell is this Kenny at his best? He's just kind of stopped caring.
Oh, what was that noise? Oh yeah, that's Rasta lives right next to the Indy 500. We just learned today. Like, that is just bizarre that happens.
I think it'd make more sense for him to live next to a F1 track since those are actually built on a road.
I suppose. But at the same time, I like to imagine that Rasta owns a concession stand restaurant at a big arena for sports or races.
Yeah,
It sounds funny.
Formula One used to have like purpose-built racetracks. Now it's pretty much just they take a city street and turn that into a circuit.
We saw a big old shoulder tackle from Bison Smith there.
Like out of all their races now, it's like Miami Grand Prix, Saudi Grand Prix, the upcoming Vegas Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Baku
Jug did
Grand
not
Prix,
like
they're
your
all
comment
free.
about how Kenny Omega was phonied it in, because, for example, that one match at Dominion 2018, I believe it was, against Kazuchika Okada, Kenny's phonied it in casually, has the best match of all time. I mean, he does have a point there, because Kenny Omega did have a lot of big matches at the time.
I think that was mostly on Okada though, because it's like it definitely still seemed like Kenny was just trying to go.
Like,
For the
I
D,
could
and he
see
stepped up
saying
pretty
when
good
he
and
like his
doing it.
defenses after winning the title can be seen as phonied it in, but I think people looked at that Dominion match and say there's a reason why people say it's one of the best matches ever. And Jug seems to agree with me that, say, the phonied it in seems to be more when he was champion than winning the championship. Yeah. Which can happen, unfortunately.
It was mostly his like championship reign that I watched, where he's just doing the V trigger every other move.
Shibata's the first man eliminated, unfortunately, taken out by Masa Saito, and
I think Kenny was the type of guy where it's like the chase was far better than when he actually got the title.
That happens a lot, unfortunately. Like, say, Chris Benoit and Danielson in 2014,
motivated
2004.
getting the belt, and once he got the belt, he's like, well, what the fuck do I do now?
Have fun, of course.
Of course, at the same time, it's like it doesn't really help that around the time when he became champion, he knew he was on the way out to help form All Elite. So.
Oh, Rasta says Adam Page as another example. I could definitely see that one. I guess you could say another one was Shawn Michaels in 1996.
When he lost his smile?
No, that was 97. Where he would rather give up the belt than face Bret Hart.
Okay.
Which, I'm sorry, but 95 to 1998, Shawn Michaels was the biggest asshole in the world. Like, the Grand Canyon looks like a hamster's asshole in comparison to Shawn Michaels at the time. And all I could say is, thank goodness that he turned his life around, where people are like, yeah, that was in the past, what else?
When he talks about his career now, he barely ever touches that part of his...
Even he is upset at it, which is, like, that is very respectful. Kofi Kingston is a textbook example, says Jug. Yep, I agree with that one. Especially with how that reign ended. He was given the same treatment Bob Backlund got in 1994 when he was world champion.
You're a world champion. Now you'll lose to the guy who actually was the champion.
In a couple seconds. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like having your world champion do that, especially in what was supposed to be a big episode for their show SmackDown, that just seems like an insult to a lot of people.
Yeah. Especially since at that time people were kind of sick of Brock Lesnar.
It's like we all knew Brock Lesnar was going to win that match because it's Brock Lesnar, but in 8 seconds, like, that's just a spin in the face.
At that time, he wasn't just the having fun Viking Brock Lesnar. He was the still kind of generic big white guy Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah. And unfortunately, Masa Saito is pinned by Bison Smith, and Bison Smith is pinned by Ogawa after an STO. So, 0-1 Sumo Hall coming later this year. Ooh, or this next time we do it on the Pantryverse. Ooh, Ogawa versus Tenaru in the main event.
Oh boy, Okawa's gonna die.
No, he's not. Ogawa's going to go out there, and he's going to do that. Yeah, that's the fun-loving Brock Lesnar gimmick in a nutshell right there.
Yeah.
Look at him.
No, I love the story of like Brock Lesnar with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Why he turned it into a boombox. That was his FU at Vince because he wouldn't let him do anything with R-Truth.
Yeah, like how we had Brock Lobster, we could have had the real deal with him and R-Truth.
Because it's like that one promo that he shot with the R-Truth where Truth is just going out of his way to make him laugh. He fucking loved it. He even told R-Truth, he even told him backstage, just like, Ron, I wish I could work with you more.
That's a great... all I know is when R-Truth does retire, day one entry in the WWE Hall of Fame based on just everything he's done in his career.
Brock would want to be the one who inducts him.
That or Vince McMahon, let's be honest. Or it would be even funnier if it was the Road Dogg and Conan. That would be really funny.
That would be That would be hilarious.
And then there's Billy Gunn who wants to reenact the 4 Live Crew, but they all just do the Fire Pro special on him and then continue on with 3 Live Crew. Yeah, Ron Killings or R-Truth, whatever you want to call him.
Quick, whatever.
Yeah, that's a good career he's had. And yep, Vince keeps R-Truth around. Like, you'll never see him get released. He's got a career contract there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like, you
Well,
keep
now with
seeing
Vince
the pictures
gone,
of...
who knows?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that one time period where they're doing everything in their powers to make the fans like Roman Reigns. My gosh, I was expecting them to do what Kurt Angle did for that one promo with John Cena, where he's like, you know who I could tap out? Jesus. And you know, I don't like Jesus. You know who I else don't like? The black people. It's like, they're doing everything they could to make the crowd boo Kurt Angle.
Which is hilarious that they made Kurt Angle say, you know who I don't like? Jesus? Because he refused to do an ECW show
Yeah,
after the crucifixion spot.
Yeah, he's a heavy Christian, if I recall. Well, at the time. I don't know what he is now. Oh my god, what was another silly thing? Like, just all that Roman Reigns stuff. They had the whole authority thing where it's like, you're gonna lose, Roman, and all that. They tried to have the Danielson fan side with Roman after that whole thing. The Rock fans with the whole Royal Rumble thing.
Yeah, think about this for alternate history. Kurt Angle could have debuted with ECW.
My gosh.
How would that be? How would that have effed up all of wrestling history?
Vince had a match with Roman? I did not know that. And him entering number 30 at the Royal Rumble when he lost the match before. Yeah, what's the point at that point? That doesn't make sense.
Like,
Did he beat someone up to get the number 30 spot? Like, number 30 was actually coming down to do with someone like Jimmy Jacobs or whatnot, who was just a jobber and a special guest. Never mind. Okay. That's weird.
I remember
All right.
when they were trying to do everything to get Roman over. They
Oh,
tried
yeah,
to get
of
him to
course,
do
The Undertaker.
a promo with John Cena. At one point, Roman starts just tripping over his words, and Cena looks at him and is like, "Junior, it's called a promo. You need to know how to do these if you want to be the star."
Yeah, I think that's a worked shoot moment there. But either way, I hope you all enjoy what we had here. Tune in next time for the Pantryverse when we go to the Indies to see Muscle 1 and EWF. Until then, have a good night, everybody.